Hi, I'm Rose. So the question today is, how do we become fully embodied in human experience without excess of material obsessions? And I've been walking around with this question for a bit, how to share my experience with that. And the first thing I do is come and sit with Mama. And I've got a beautiful cardinal who's right here. And I'm here in front of these traveler's palms, which they say if we sit in front of them and make a wish, that it will come true. My wish is for us to be able to do that. And my journey has been about that. 7 years now as a renunciate. And frankly, in my experience is that few of us truly can. And even fewer that could will choose to. It's been 7 years of exploring where I have those obsessions, where they're put on me, and challenging those, running experiments to see how far I can get out of that system and what kind of blowback comes back from that. And it's intense. Unfortunately, if you've got children to feed, somebody dependent on you, if you've got some serious health issues, the reality is that can't. Not currently. And does that mean that some of us doing so is pointless? I don't think so, because when one of us does it, then we open up a channel for other people to be able to follow us. And that's what I based my actions upon, and my path upon, was to do that, because my children were mostly grown, and I did, when I truly looked at what I was responsible for, which was myself, and opening that channel, showing that it could be done to my children, which the only way to do that was to go, not to stay there in it. Then I had to choose being the change I wish to see. And what I feel can happen for us as a community, as a species, is that those on the leading edge that are challenging this can be supported by those that cannot. And it's very important for those that cannot to become aware of why they cannot, and to appreciate the efforts of those of us that do renounce and seek new ways of being in the world and for the world. And I think that is mostly found, I don't just think, I've experienced that to be found within the indigenous cultures. And most haven't gotten out of the fishbowl, out of their thing, and been dissolved enough and taken out enough. I know for me that's required me being declared dead. Recently losing a 9-year Facebook history. And being declared dead, I found out just how little you can do without those oppressions. and obsessions, because you can't get on a Greyhound bus without a legal ID, a lawful ID, or a valid ID. It can't be expired. And when you're homeless, you start finding out just how hard those things are to get. When you begin to challenge and remove yourself, there is definite blowback, and everything happens to push you back in and have you question your devotion and dedication to freeing yourself. And so many want to gloss that over and go, oh, it's so easy. All we have to do is raise our vibration. Well, most haven't tested that. And they don't even see the blind spots of where they're still trapped into those obsessions. The wanting to want, the desiring things to go your way, the where to go. And that takes some serious dedicated effort. And yeah, may we get there in front of the traveler's call. But few have even begun to explore and really get down to the nitty-gritty, and not just in a heady fashion, but actually out here in the world with nature, with the indigenous people, with the actions to be able to stand in the face of that power and say, no, I will not bow, I will not take a knee, even if you take my life. And our indigenous family has been standing in that and calling us to do so also, and we can't bypass them. So that's where I'd say starting. Decolonization, and it's for everybody. That's my 2 cents today on this topic, and I hope it makes some sense with an S, because it won't make it any sense. Loving you.